From MTN News, this is Montana This Morning.
I'm Jonathan Ambarian in Helena. The Montana Supreme Court is deciding whether to uphold a lower court ruling that said the state improperly issued a permit for a planned copper mine near White Sulphur Springs. I'll break down Wednesday's oral arguments.
The 4th of July can be loud and scary for our pets, but vets at the Foothills Veterinary Clinic say there are some ways that you can help. I'm Jolie Slee, and I'll tell you how to keep your pet safe and calm during the 4th. Oh, buddy.
Good morning, Southwest Montana. 6:30 on this Thursday morning. Look at how pretty sun is out. Everything looks so green.
I love it. Everything is definitely green.
Everything is like neon green.
Maybe I'll look for a graphic here to show you how much rain Butte has received here in the month of June. It's just absolutely.
It looks like Ireland.
It definitely
the island
does.
of America
there
looks
we
like
go.
Ireland.
That's it. The roots are deep there in the mining city. We're not going to see any rain today. That is the good news. And then we will see a bunch of rain for the next several days. But take heart. We'll get one day out there. Right now, right at the freezing mark there in the mining city. Wise River a little cooler. Cooler still in Ennis at 29, West Yellowstone at 27 degrees. It'll warm up today as we work our way through this Thursday. Temperatures warming maybe into the low 70s in some places. Sunny to mostly sunny skies. There is a slight chance of a thunder shower in the Bozeman area, but I'd say real slight. For Butte, sunny to mostly sunny skies, temperatures into the mid 60s. Disregard the fact that we should be in the 70s. Just take what you can get.
We're close.
Yeah, because the extended forecast is really wet and much cooler, so I'll have that coming up in a couple minutes.
Looking forward to it. Thanks, Chet. Well, on to our top story this morning. The Montana Supreme Court heard oral arguments yesterday as the justices consider whether to uphold a lower court hearing that said that the state improperly issued a permit for a planned copper mine near White Sulphur Springs. Our MTN senior political reporter Jonathan Ambarian has a closer look at what's under the debate.
Environmental groups argue that the Montana Department of Environmental Quality didn't do enough analysis on the possible impacts of the Black Butte copper mine when issuing an operating permit, and a district court judge agreed. Now the state Supreme Court has heard testimony on whether that decision should stand. Organizations like Montana Trout Unlimited and the Montana Environmental Information Center filed a legal challenge in 2020. They questioned whether the state had taken the required hard look at how mining byproducts could affect downstream water quality, including in the Smith River. The mine's operator, Tintina Montana, and DEQ appealed the judge's decision, saying the agency analyzed plans for years, and it's unreasonable to say their choice to award the permit was arbitrary.
Everybody agrees that the Smith River is a treasure. And that's precisely why Tintina sought to design the safest mine in Montana ever. That's why DEQ gave this project the most exhaustive review of any mine in Montana ever.
They argued it's the job of the court to determine whether the process was appropriate, not weigh in on the results of the scientific analysis.
The only question is, did the agency take a hard look at the project and apply its professional judgment to every issue? It did here on every issue.
Much of the discussion Wednesday focused on Tintina's plan to mix some byproducts with cement, so they're less likely to end up in the environment in case of a catastrophic event. The plaintiffs said DEQ didn't do specific testing of the procedure Tintina plans to use, so they can't guarantee it will provide sufficient protection.
So it's really important that Tintina balance these tensions and get this timing right. On this record, DEQ can't tell us what that correct balancing is, but more troubling is DEQ can't tell us whether that balance is achievable at this facility with these issues.
Plaintiffs said the Black Butte project should undergo particular scrutiny because of significant environmental risks if any byproducts were to escape.
DEQ's failure to insist on compliance shouldn't be allowed to set the bar for future mine reviews, and it was unlawful.
The court took no immediate action. Chief Justice Mike McGrath said they'll release an order in due course. In Helena, Jonathan Ambarian, MTN News.
It's kind of crazy to think that the 4th of July is just a couple of weeks away, and veterinarians here in Bozeman are telling us that the 4th of July and all the festivities that come along with the holiday can be pretty stressful for our pets. Our Jolie Slee shows us how we can keep our furry friends safe and calm over the holiday.
Fireworks, barbecues, and activities with friends are all staples of the 4th of July, but for our furry friends, the holiday weekend might present some added stress.
Oh, buddy. Yeah, they get pretty anxious with the fireworks.
Does it make you sad as a dog mom?
It does. It always makes me very sad. Just want them to be comfortable.
Levi and Kramer are Annie Holland's 2 dogs that aren't very fond of fireworks. In fact, while Holland is oohing and awing at fireworks, she says Levi and Kramer are running and hiding.
They usually go underneath like the furniture and stuff like that.
These are behaviors that veterinarian Justine Griesenauer at Foothills Vet Clinic in Bozeman says aren't uncommon.
Whining, shaking or trembling, barking as well, because for a lot of dogs it's a very jarring thing.
That's why she recommends owners keep their dogs inside while folks are popping fireworks.
The biggest risk comes from them potentially running away, because they could get hit by a car, end up, somewhere that they're not supposed to be.
Like the pound. But Griesenauer has some tips to keep your pet safe.
It helps if you close the blinds or curtains so they don't see, if you're close to the fireworks so they can't see any flashes. And then play some white noise. So play some music, turn the TV on really loud, play some rain sounds.
And if all else fails,
if their stress is really bad, certainly one thing you can do is talk to your veterinarian about getting an anti-anxiety medication for them.
An option Holland resorted to for her dogs, Levi and Kramer.
That usually just helps them relax.
Folks in town with nervous pooches like Levi and Kramer are in the clear this year as fireworks are banned in Bozeman city limits. But those on the outskirts might want to put the dogs up for a while.
I love the 4th of July, so I love fireworks, but I'm sure these guys will be relaxed, more happy.
In Bozeman, Jolie Saline, MTN News.
The state of Montana is looking for public feedback on the draft of its new drought management plan. The last time that the plan was updated was back in 1995, and the new plan is being guided by the Governor's Drought and Water Supply Advisory Committee and input from stakeholders across the state. Suggestions include ranging from infrastructure for water storage and delivery to modifying state water policy to clarify water management roles and improving drought management and cooperation across state agencies. To read the full plan and to find out how you can comment, you can visit our website. And heading over to Butte, Habitat for Humanity of Southwest Montana celebrated the Big 30 yesterday with the celebration and anniversary and a groundbreaking ceremony. The groundbreaking is for new condos and single-family homes right in the heart of Butte. Organizers say that the complex comes during a 30 to 50% increase in housing costs that puts homeowners out of reach for working families.
To me, it feels like a great relief. I feel that just the pressing personal need for people in Butte to have decent, clean, safe housing. So every family that goes in, I feel a little better.
Integral to this.
The Iron Street property will house approximately 55 people. Miller says that throughout the U.S., DA's mutual self-help program and help from public and private partnerships, Habitat and the National Affordable Housing Network have brought more than $16 million of housing investment to Butte and across Southwest Montana. Miller says that more importantly, Habitat has strengthened community bonds within neighborhoods across the area. And a new national survey finds that teenagers who identify as LGBTQ are facing challenges to their mental health, in part because of a growing number of anti-LGBTQ policies around the country. But there are some places that are hoping to create a safe space for them, including a handful of schools created just for LGBTQ students. Our national correspondent Maya Rodriguez takes us to Connecticut, where one such school is preparing to open this fall.
All across America, there are schools that focus on specializations, like the arts or sciences or foreign language immersion. A new type of school, though, is also emerging and getting more attention now. One that specifically is designed for students who identify as LGBTQ.
Inside this century-old building,
a new school is taking shape.
Proud Academy will be Connecticut and actually New England's first school for LGBTQ youth and their allies.
Patty Nicolari is the founder of Proud Academy and spent more than 3 decades in education as both a teacher and a principal.
Students would shout things, derogatory comments, and leave notes on my desk asking if I was gay and scratching derogatory comments in my car, and I thought, this is not okay.
Which prompted Nicolari to start Proud Academy with a planned fall opening for 24 students in grades 7 and 8 inside a Boys and Girls Club building in Ansonia, Connecticut.
This facility is 32,000 square feet. So we have all of this classroom space down here. We have a music room upstairs that is just unbelievable. We have 10,000 square foot gymnasium.
When it opens, Proud Academy will join a handful of other schools around the country geared towards LGBTQ students, including Harvey Milk High School, which first opened in New York City in the 1980s, along with more recent schools in Ohio, Wisconsin, and Alabama. Parents from other states are already reaching out about Proud Academy, willing to move to Connecticut so their child can attend.
It's amazing, from Kansas, from Massachusetts, from Texas and Florida as well.
I had to endure a lot of harassment when I was a kid, especially in my younger years.
Doug Perry currently teaches music at a nearby college and is looking to become the school's music teacher.
It just filled me with a lot of hope that maybe I could have the opportunity to help another young person not have to go through what I experienced as a kid. And I don't think my story is that unusual.
It's not, says 8th grader Moss Linden, who shared what it's like at their current school.
Honestly, not that great. Like, I've been getting bullied and stuff.
Parents Jennifer Linden and Dolores Hopkins.
You know, you go to mama bear mode, right?
Your brain shuts down in trauma. So you can't learn. So if you're getting bullied or, you know, you're uncomfortable at school, you're not learning to your full capability.
Moss is resilient and intelligent and fun, and sometimes I feel like it's hurting their spirit a little to not be represented so well in school.
Which is why they believe Proud Academy would be a good fit, and so does Moss.
I do feel like I would make more friends here as well because just in a space with people who can relate to me.
But challenges remain for them. It's a private school and will require tuition, nearly $20,000. Nicolari hopes that can change after the school's first year of operation.
Hopefully year 2 we will have enough funds to be able to offer scholarships and offset the tuition.
Something these parents say they would welcome.
I just think it's brilliant that we've come to the point where a Proud Academy can even be in the conversation.
A conversation now underway. Maya Rodriguez, Scripps News, Ansonia, Connecticut.
How neat. Pretty cool. Awesome. Well, don't go away just yet. We have some more headlines, and Chad has a quick look at your weather before you head out the door right after the break.